Hello family and welcome new viewers. As we all know, another interesting Rapture dream video which a star said God gave her on August 12, 2025. Please share if you ever had a dream like this in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Alright you guys, hello who come across this video. Okay, so if you are a new follower or a follower of me, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and repost and get the word out. Also, because if the more people can see the messages, the more the Lord is able to touch their hearts, okay? And that's the most important thing, you guys, is getting the word out, sharing the gospel with other people, okay? The love of God with other people. Also, if you do need prayer, again, inbox me. Do not be fearful. Do not be scared to do it. That way I am able to be in prayer for you and prayer for your situation, okay? I am here to help. Right. Also, my aunt does have a prayer line. I am going to tag her on my videos. Her name is Mary. If you are interested in that, you can either inbox me or inbox her for the information, but we would love to have you on the prayer line. And for you to be a part, okay? Now, there is going to be a part 2, a part 3, maybe a part 4 to this, just because I do like to give the details of what the Lord gives me, okay? Now, the reason I'm on here is because the Lord did give me a dream, okay, today, actually at 10 a.m., August 12th, 2025, and it is urgent, and I've felt like I needed to share it, but before I get into that, I'm going to tell you why. So, it is back to school week, and so it is a busy week for me. The weeks to come is busy, and my sleep patterns changing, routines changing, and all that. So I have been a bit tired, okay? I've been a bit tired lately, and after I dropped my child off from school, I came back and I kind of slept in just a little bit more because I was tired. But I ended up waking up to a dream that the Lord gave me. Now, getting into that, I had it at 10 a.m. this morning, okay? I woke up about maybe 10 a.m., 10:30 this morning. Okay, now I have had dreams, you guys. I have had dreams. The Lord has given me dreams. The Lord has showed me things in dreams, but I have not had a dream like this before. This, I believe, was an end-time dream that the Lord was showing me. And I did just upload some videos, 1, 2, and 3 on what the Lord gave me on August 6th. It's an urgent word. It's the Lord's heart. I pray that you will listen to that. And I believe that He is now giving me a dream of particularly the message that He gave me, because the Lord always confirms His word. So anyways, you guys go listen to that. But anyways, I will try to describe this the best way that I can. So anyways, in my dream, me and my family, we were on our way to an event, okay, an event, and I didn't know what type of event it was. The only thing that I can, it was an event, and the only thing that I can liken it to, sort of, is like if your city or your town celebrates the 4th of July, and you know how the families will go to the parks. I know that my city does it, and they come to the park, they celebrate, they cook, you know, they have a good time, wait for the fireworks. It was something along the lines of that, okay? But I was in a field, okay, and there was tons of people that were there. They have their lawn chairs, they were eating, they were celebrating, we were waiting for something. I don't know what it was, okay? It was a regular sunny day, okay? A regular, normal, sunny, beautiful day, okay? Not a cloud or rain or anything in the sky. All right, and like I said, we were there. My mom was there. She was sitting in her lawn chair, you know, just enjoying, you know, the sunlight and everything that was going on. We were cooking, we had food, and you know, just having a great time. My children were playing, and so anyways, there was a young man. He looked like he was like a teenager, someone that may have been in like high school. He had his family and friends were like right next door to us, but I guess that we were cooking something and it smelled good, and he was like, "Hey, can I have some of that?" do you mind sharing some of that? And so anyways, I was like, no. So anyways, he had his plate and he was eating and we were kind of talking or whatever. And then after we're done talking and stuff, you know, he goes back with his family and they're kind of standing around in a little circle, okay, his friends and his family, all that. And I remember looking back to my right, and I had bought corn on the cob because I love roasted corn on the cob. And I remember looking at the corn, and I had just bought the corn, and the corn was rotten, okay? It was just rotten. It was nasty. And I was like, hey, what happened to my corn? Like, that shouldn't be like that. I just bought it. And I remember being disappointed about my corn because I'm a foodie. Anyways, so just odd stuff was happening in my dream, and I really didn't understand why all this odd stuff was happening. It just was. So anyways, so I turned to my left, and again I saw the guy that, you know, I was talking to. He was eating, he was chilling with his friends and his family in a circle. And then I look back to my right, and you know, I'm just seeing all these people just having a good time, you know. And I look back at this young man, and all of a sudden I hear like screaming, like, what happened? What happened? Where did he go? Okay, this young man, all that was left, because he was around a circle talking to his friends and family, all that was left was just a t-shirt and pants. Okay, the man was not there. He just disappeared. Okay, and I was like, hey, I was just talking to him, like, you know, like, what happened, you know? And they were saying that it was hot, the ground was hot, and that it took him, like it disintegrated the man right in front of them. And everybody was just kind of like, wait, what? It got real quiet, you guys. Okay, it got real quiet, and then everybody was just kind of like still, you know, trying to see what was going on. And I remember looking over to my mom and talking to her, and I'm like, Mom, like, did you hear that? And she was like, no. And I'm like, they're saying that this man like literally disintegrated because it's hot. It's very hot. The ground's hot. Well, when I looked down where this young man was at, there was a crack in the ground. Okay, and if you go to my new video, you'll hear that of what I was shown. Okay, so there was a crack in the ground, and he had just disintegrated. Okay, and so everybody is still, and everybody's like waiting because they're like, what's gonna happen? And then my mom was kind of like, I don't think anything is gonna happen. And then all of a sudden, her feet, because she was in the lawn chair, her feet started to go in the ground. Okay, the ground started melting, you guys. The ground started melting. Okay, it started getting really hot on the ground, and it started to get muddy and nasty. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, we have got to get out of here. Something's happening. We have got to get out of here. Okay, and then everybody kind of started, you know, like kind of panicking and trying to get out. And then all of a sudden, now I'm from Texas, and we don't really have earthquakes, okay? But right when we were about to get up, the earth started to shake, okay? It started to shake. It started to shake. And then that is when people started to scream, and people started to panic to try to find shelter, okay? And the beautiful sunny day that it was no longer a beautiful and sunny day. It was like storm weather, okay? It got dark. No, like the sun was gone. It was just dark, stormy clouds, okay? And I'm like, we have got to hurry up, and we have got to find shelter. We have got to get out of here.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never failed me all my days.